Hello everyone and welcome to our first YouTube video. My name is John. I'm the owner here at Northwest Paint Correction and Detail in Tacoma, Washington. This video features a 1961 Maserati 3500 GT in Celestiaro. Pardon my Italian accent, it's light blue for us non-Italian speakers. This is over a red leather interior, which is a fantastic combination. Legendary Maserati guru Ermanno Cosa, who worked at Maserati for 60 years during what is arguably their golden era, called it the magic color. After spending most of the week working on it, I can see why. Jay Leno has a 62 in the same color, and it's hard to imagine a better complement to the classic GT lines of this two-door Italian masterpiece. This one is owned by a repeat client of ours who also collects Jaguars, Mercedes, Simcas, Datsuns, and other various makes, mostly from this era of motoring. Arguably, the single most important phase of a paint correction is the decontamination process. Yet it's the most overlooked phase both in home garages and detail shops alike. We didn't show that entire process in this video, which took about 3.5 hours, as we were going for more of an overview of the entire enhancement package, but we will be doing videos dedicated to each phase of a correction in the future. This particular car took about 25 hours from start to finish, even though it was just an enhancement. A major correction can take 4 or 5 days, and our Northwest's finest package, where we spare no expense, can take 50 to 60 hours easily. As we document some of these more involved detailing processes, we may even break up a video into 2 or 3 parts. I, for one, don't mind watching hour-long detailing videos when they're informative and well done, but not everyone wants to watch videos that long. The decontamination process can take anywhere from a few hours to a full day, depending on the car. If you've ever tried to correct paint that hasn't been fully decontaminated, then you know the inconsistent and less than ideal results you can get. A careful and thorough wash of the exterior, followed by a chemical and mechanical removal of contaminants such as tree sap, road tar, iron fallout, etc., is critical to a good result and can't be rushed or glossed over if you want to get the most out of the correction phase. No one would get ready to cut or polish their paint, and in addition to their choice of pad and compound, add a dash of tar, iron, or old paint sealant to the pad before working a section. But this is exactly what you're doing if you rush or skip these important steps. You may end up removing the intended amount of defects and perfect the finish given enough time and effort without proper decontamination, but you will have had to work at least twice as hard and removed far too much clear coat or paint in the process. Working clean is the best practice, and best results come from doing each step correctly. This particular example had some body work done, as you'll see in this post-decontamination inspection, and is in need of a bit more to return the body to perfect condition. You'll also see a panel or two that have been repainted since its original repaint and are not up to the quality of the rest of the car. The owner's long-term plan is to repair the body and do a full repaint, but just wants to enjoy the car as is for a while, so we're just cleaning it up and making the most of a light correction. There is plenty of clear coat on the car, so a more thorough correction could be done. However, there are enough blemishes in the paint that cannot be corrected that a 2 or 3 stage correction just doesn't make sense. If decontamination isn't the most important step, then your choice of pad and compound is, especially if you're attempting a single stage correction where defect removal and refinement have to happen with the same pad and compound in one step. In a single stage correction, there is no second stage where you can add depth, clarity, and gloss to a cut finish that's in need of it. The paint has to look almost as good as possible in one shot. This is a lot to ask of any pad and compound combination, and was all but impossible even just 10 years ago. Pad and compound technology has come a long way, as has our choice of machine with long throw machines and forced rotation TA polishers. The list of aspects that can alter the results you get with a single stage of correction are generally machine, pad, compound, cycle duration, and pressure. When we're testing to see what strategy is going to work best on a car, we try to keep the choices to just pad and compound. Even limiting the variables, there are dozens of possible combinations. To start, we choose the least aggressive pad and compound combination that we think could work. Then we do a section and evaluate from there. If the combination we picked for our first test finishes perfectly but leaves too many defects, then we opt for a more aggressive pad or compound. If the first test removes almost all the defects but leaves a hazy finish, then we know that combination was too aggressive for that paint type. We may spend an hour or more to find the ideal combination, but this is time well spent to be as efficient and effective as possible over the next day or two of correction. The Maserati 3500 GT features an all aluminum body. For those of you wondering if the aluminum bodywork poses any extra challenges, it really doesn't, as aluminum is excellent at dissipating heat, unlike plastic or fiberglass. This one is in for an enhancement correction, which is our most basic package, so we really won't be getting too aggressive with the compounding anyway. The goal with the enhancement package is to attain the best gloss and clarity while removing as many defects as we can in a single stage. This means we'll get all the minor swirls and scratches, but some of the deeper ones will remain. They will, however, be much less noticeable, though not as much as if we were allowed to do some wet sanding. If we had our way, we'd take every car to as close to perfect as the existing paintwork would allow, but the reality is not every client wants or is prepared to pay for that level of work, and that's okay. We can do a lot even with an enhancement correction, and if you watch this video to the end, you'll see the years of neglect fade away to reveal what is, in our opinion, one of the best looking GT cars ever made. While the aluminum body doesn't pose any extra challenges in terms of paint correction, the cracked and chipped paint does. The last thing we want to do is inflict any more damage to the paint work. This means being extra careful around these areas and sometimes staying away from them altogether.
And I know just what to say. And I know just what to do. And I'm so sick of pain. But it's all too quick with you. Losing this game, I can't afford to be losing this game. And I know it's the same as pain. Losing my mind, can't find the words, no, I can't seem to find. But I'm really trying again. Reason right, let's take our time and choose. Whether we green or yellow, whether we deep or shallow. Please me now, 'cause we're about to lose.
You may notice I'm doing the broad work first and then going back for the small areas with the hybrid and even our nano polisher. I don't always work this way. Sometimes I get all the smaller panels and edges done first and then finish up with the 3, 5, and 6-inch pad sizes. Every car is a little different, not just in what is needed in the decontamination phase or which pads and compounds the paint likes best, but sometimes even in the way we attack the particular body panels on a given vehicle. Sometimes it's just how a car makes you feel that leads to these decisions, or maybe I just feel like I need to mix it up and not do every car exactly the same way. Probably both.
And I know it's the same as pain. Losing my mind, can't find the words, no, I can't seem to find. But I'm really trying again. Reason right, let's take our time and choose. Whether we're green or yellow, whether we deep or shallow. Please me now, 'cause we're about to lose. Whether we buy or hello, whether we stick or jello.
There's a little OCD in the makeup of most detailers. It's kind of in the name. I hate slinging compound everywhere and will often get a bit obsessed with tamping out my compound and spreading it before turning up the speed and correcting a section. Not overdoing it is a constant challenge for me, and editing our footage I often catch myself spending far too much time tamping and spreading compound. There's always room for improvement, I guess. I'm going to quit talking now until the end of the video and just let you enjoy watching someone else work.
We deep or shallow. Please me now, 'cause I still remember your number, can say those digits by heart. With that first drink of the summer, I think about where you were. And I dialed 235 and you were like, how I miss our late night drives in 4-6. How is it that in my mind I flip a switch? 7-2, forgetting you is something I can't seem to do. Even though we were just kids in there. Now that's when the images come. I guess I can't fight it. You are not to be outdone. I still remember the house now. I can still see the address. And pulling up to your front door, heart beating out of my chest. I dialed 235 but you were like, how I miss our late night drives in 4-6. How is it that in my mind I flip a switch? 7-2, forgetting you is something I can't seem to do. Even though we were just kids in there. Now that's when the images come. I guess I can't fight it. You are not to be outdone. In that night, that's when the images come. I guess I can't fight it. You are not to be outdone. Where'd you go? I think I had you once before, but at that moment I was chasing the sun. Hate, love, now I know it was all we're fighting for, but we lost something being young on the run. Hate, love, where'd you go? I think I had you once before, but at that moment I was chasing the sun. Now I know it was all worth fighting for, but we lost something being young on the run. And then that's when the images gone. I guess I can't fight it. You want not to be outdone. And then that's when the images come. I guess I can't fight it. You are not to be outdone. I still remember your number.
This car turned out pretty good, despite the areas that couldn't be corrected. It's a shame that some of the panels couldn't be as good as the best ones, because the best panels in this color over these curves really are special. The owner was thrilled though, the results being far better than he imagined when he dropped the car off. And while chasing perfection can be satisfying, a happy owner who feels like the car is brand new to them all over again is the most rewarding result for us. Even though a detailed car has not gone through any mechanical improvements, many owners would swear the car just drives better when it looks its best. We agree. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one. If you enjoyed the video, it would mean a lot to us to subscribe to the channel and give us a like. We sure appreciate it. Take care, and remember, it's the drive that matters. Drive clean.